Hello guys, Chris here and welcome back to another video. This one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing the GeForce GTX 1650 4GB GDDR5 model in God of War. We're running it with the latest Nvidia drivers 511.23. This is the Gigabyte Mini IT SoC model of the card. Tons of names, you know. And you can check out all of its specs here in Tech Power-Ups GPU-Z. As I told you, 4GB GDDR5 model, not the GDDR6 model, which should be a little bit faster. Over on the left, you can see that we're running it with the Ryzen 9 5900X and 32GB of RAM, just to avoid any CPU or RAM bottlenecks. You should get the same FPS if you pair this card with like an i5 9400F or an i3 10100F, for example. Yeah, those CPUs should be capable enough of not bottlenecking this card and getting the same FPS as in this video. So let's get over to the settings, shall we? We're playing at the 1080p resolution. We might actually try out some FSR a little bit later in this video. And over on the graphics settings, I am starting with the low settings preset, and then we're gonna do original, which is medium, high, and ultra settings. And yeah, let's start off with the low setting. I actually played this game for about 15 minutes at 1080p high settings, and when I got to a new area, it started stuttering like hell because we were out of VRAM at that point, and it was a very unpleasant experience. So if you're experiencing a lot of stuttering issues in this game, it's probably because of the VRAM. As you can see, by the way, we're in a little bit of a different area here, and I'm not sure what's happening. So I'm gonna skip this. It might be spoilers. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna fight these bastards. Oh, these are a little bit tougher than the previous ones from the other area. Alright, here we go. Should be fine though. I have not played this part through, however, so I'm not really sure what to expect. Oh boy, could you keep the trident, please? That would be fun to play around with that, you know, other weapons and stuff. It would be great if you could do that. Alright, boy, let's move on. Alright, so as you can see, at 1080p low settings, it's not really a 60 plus FPS experience all of the time. It barely touches 60 in more intensive scenarios, as you can see. So, I mean, it's a 1650. I was honestly expecting a little bit more after testing the GT 1030. But hey, this is certainly playable for a single-player title, and it's great that it's not stuttering all over the place. So I actually had to restart the counting system, guys, because the capture cards just went into no signal mode. That's a very interesting mode that happens every now and again, and I hate it. Yeah, this one is barely a year old, and it's already giving out problems, so I decided to buy another one. 250 bucks. Ooh, hey, guys. Hurts. Also, I'm gonna cut the sound off of the cutscene here so I don't spoil anything. I just want to show you that it's actually dropping into the lower 30s at times. Wow, that's... I mean, at least it's only the cutscene, but that's surprising. Back to the gameplay, and we're back to the 50s. So if it only drops in cutscenes, I am totally fine with that. You're not really playing or controlling anything there. Honestly, if you have a 1650, I will actually recommend this game. Just by seeing the results here at the 1080p resolution, it's decent, it's gonna be enjoyable. The story is just amazing from what I've heard and from what I've played so far. So yeah, just go for it, guys. I'm gonna stop it there and enable some FSR just to see how many frames that gains us. Gonna use ultra quality. At 1080p, you really want to use ultra quality, which makes it 832p. Otherwise, it will just look like crap. Honestly, it looks... yeah, you lose a little bit of detail, that's for sure, using FSR still. But you can have 60 plus FPS basically all of the time right now, aside from cutscenes, I guess. Okay, it's a spoiler, and I'm just gonna skip this. It's very hard to test this game, guys, and make it interesting for you to watch still. Oh boy, okay, alright, we're fine. Where's my axe? Come on, axe. Come over here. Good stuff. Alright. Oh, he has some loot for us. Oh, also, it's dropping now with the fight, with those effects. Oh, this is a big boy right there. Where is he? Boy, please shoot the bastards. Come on. Alright. Oh, I can actually do this as well. Come on. Oh, he blocks and everything. Interesting. I gotta start blocking as well. Always forgetting to do so. Oh, wait. Ah, yes. I love these. Come on. There we go. That's beautiful. Oh, two more? Alright. That's done, and this one is done as well. We can continue now. You know what? If you have a 1080p monitor, a smaller monitor, maybe 22 inches, 24 inches, it might actually look decent like this. 1080p, FSR, ultra quality, low settings, and it will perform a little bit better, of course. Still dropping into the 50s here and there, but not really that bad, honestly. Okay, now we should try it out at the original settings using no FSR first, so 100% 1080p resolution. Everything is applied now. The textures are applied as well. Oh, yes, by the way, I'm going to show you how many gigabytes it uses. 3.5 out of 4 used at 1080p medium settings. So it should still be fine, and it should still play without stutters at medium settings here. Oh, more of them. It's great. Okay. You can see some effects. Also, the effects aren't really that intensive, honestly. It is actually dropping a little bit here with these guys, but the guys from the previous area didn't really drop our FPS with their effects. So that's just something there. God damn bastard. Let's go. All right, we got this. What is this? Oh, also, I remember seeing the 1030 struggling a lot with this. Just because it has to load in more things, like behind you, you know, really fast. But this one, well, we can see some variation there in the frame time graph, but it's not too bad, actually. It's super playable still. I would honestly recommend these settings instead of the low settings, because the original settings look pretty damn good, guys. Look at this. The reflections look great. Everything looks very detailed and sharp, and it's still really, really playable. I wish I could show you what's happening right now. This is really cool. I love this game. I'm just not gonna. I don't want to spoil anything to you, obviously. I want you guys to experience this for yourselves. But it didn't drop here, even though there were a lot of effects in the screen. It was just stable at 45, 47 frames per second, around that. Okay, now we gotta fight these bastards once again. Wait, did he fall? I'm not sure if he fell or not. Like, that's interesting. They can fly. No, okay. You know what? I am done with this. I am done with this. You bastards, come over here. There it is. I am mad right now. This is beautiful. I love it. You are next. You are next. You're dead. That's it. Anyways, slightly different area now, and we're still seeing around the same FPS. Actually, a little bit more now without the water effects. So it's pretty good, guys. Once again, original settings runs fine on the 1650. I'm glad to see that. VRAM is under control as well. You only need 4 gigabytes or 3.5. 3.5 is a little bit on the limit. So yeah, 4 gigabytes for this to run properly at these settings. That's awesome. Ooh, okay. There are these guys once again. These bastards. Okay, here we go. Ooh, okay. There we go. All that for that. I think we should try out some FSR here at medium settings, since it looked okay, kind of decent. Ultra quality, once again. Medium settings still. And now, yeah, it's not enough for us to achieve 60 frames per second. It's pretty close to what we were seeing, right? I mean, we might gain about 5 FPS or so. Actually, sometimes it gets closer to 60, but it's no 60 FPS, so yeah, I'm not sure if I would actually enable it. With the bigger monitor, I wouldn't, for sure. With a smaller monitor, like 22, 24 inches, again, it might look pretty decent. So try that out for yourselves, of course. This is what you can expect using FSR on ultra quality in medium settings. Gonna progress a little bit more into the story like this. And over here, we're above 60 frames per second. So, as I told you, depending on where you are in this single-player game, you will see different results, of course. Ooh, okay, is that guy dead? Let's see if he comes back, actually. Because they can fly. I believe they can come back, yes. Okay. Come on, he's dead. Let's go. Beautiful stuff. I can feel it slightly better here. Slightly less janky. because we... But yeah, I guess that's it for medium settings using FSR. Again, pretty smooth and playable, very good for a single-player title, and I'm glad to see this using a 1650. It's great optimization, I think. Now let's go to high settings using no FSR and wait a little bit for it to apply everything. I think that's it. And now we're in the 30s and 40s. And again, I don't recommend high settings because if you were paying attention at the beginning of the video, you know that it's not really that good after a while. If you play for like 10-15 minutes, it will start stuttering a lot because of the VRAM not being sufficient, and that's because it's going over the VRAM limits at 4.1 gigabytes out of 4 gigabytes. I mean, even now that we're getting like 30-something frames per second without stuttering issues, it doesn't feel as smooth for sure. At least with mouse and keyboard. Maybe with a controller it will be better. Another bastard! What are you doing here? Oh, come on. Okay. Alright, I got. So good. Boy, you need to shoot them when I'm not seeing. Okay, good. Alright, so we have some health. That's nice. Still in the 30s. And still not really that bad. What? Okay, there he is. Nice. Yeah, that's it for the 1080p high settings. Keep that in mind. It's not perfectly smooth 30 plus FPS. Sometimes it will stutter a lot, but it's just not happening right now. Also, enabling FSR still puts us slightly over the VRAM limit, so it might still stutter just a little bit. And well, instead of getting around 30 something in this area, we're getting 40s. Yeah, it doesn't drop from 40 right now, slightly only. Okay, it's just slightly better, as we've seen with the high settings. We gain like 5 more FPS by enabling FSR. But let's disable that and set everything to ultra settings for those of you that are brave out there with 1650s. This should not go well. 11 FPS, are you serious? Oh my god, yeah, okay, so now we're totally like 100% out of VRAM. And the 1650 is just struggling like hell. It does look very beautiful though, and you can take some screenshots. Just remember to align your screenshot before you set everything to ultra, because otherwise it's gonna be pretty hard to do so. Yeah, it's just not happening here, guys. The RAM usage will start going up slowly because we are out of VRAM and it starts using system RAM to make up for it. It's just a really bad experience like this. Totally not recommended, obviously. Setting FSR to ultra quality, I doubt it's gonna be better. Yeah, it's not better. It's 1 FPS better, if that. So yeah, that's been it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video in God of War using the GTX 1650 GDDR5. Remember, if you have the GDDR6 version, it should be around 10% faster than this, which is probably enough to get 60 plus all of the time at 1080p low settings, maybe? At least using FSR. And, well, that's been it. I'll catch you in the next one very soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, love you all. Bye-bye.